How do you become a great judge of another person's character? Today, I'm going to discuss one of the greatest traits that you can pick up, which is the ability to read people and to pick up on their habits and to think about if, say someone did something to someone else, would they do the same thing to you, right? If someone talks smack behind another person's back, would they do the same thing to you, right? I've picked up this ability to read people over time through, going through a lot of bad relationships with people, really understanding what people's motives are, understanding human psychology, learning all about it. I'm able to read people like a book now, right? And I'll give you a few ways that you can start doing this, and I promise you, you're going to start to really have your eyes opened to, who is around you that is actually rooting for you. Right? So I'll give you one thing right now that you can take with you today to start looking out for with the people that are in your life, right? The first thing that I would look out for is their reaction to you saying good news, right? I've been around certain people and, I'm talking about the good news in my life. Something good happened to me. And I can see the look in that person's eyes when I'm saying, that good news and determine whether or not they're really happy for me or if they have envy and jealousy inside of them. And the way you can tell is when you're saying this good news to someone, how are their eyes? Where are they looking? Are they looking down? Can they not look at you in the eyes when you say good news, right? As soon as you say good news, does their face get red, right? They're looking away. Those signs are incredibly important to look at, right? And this has happened to me multiple times. Talking to people about the good things that have happened to me, I can tell instantly now, based on this habit that I've picked up of identifying, whether or not people are really happy for me. So that's one thing, but I want to talk about something else. You need to remember what people say and what they do, okay? Because if someone says something or does something behind another person's back, they're very likely to do it behind your back as well. You understand? I'll give you a really good example of this. Maybe, a year or so ago, I had a friend and I remember we were talking and he was talking about his other friend, someone that he grew up with. And he told me, he's like, yeah, we're not really good friends anyways, right? They were best friends growing up. But he was saying that because he was mad at him about something. And he's like, yeah, we're not really friends anyways. I'm ready to just ditch the guy, pretty much what he said. I won't give the exact context, but that's exactly what he was saying, pretty much. He was just ready to ditch this guy that he's been friends with his entire life and turn his back on him over something little. And now he's really close friends with the guy again. He's really close friends with him, right? So if he was willing to do that to his best friend, what would he be willing to do to me? Would he be willing to turn his back on me? I think so, right? I don't forget things like that. When someone says something like that to me, I instantly pick up on it and it gets ingrained in here for the rest of my life. I know that person is a backstabber and he's willing to let go of someone who's super close in his life and who he's known for a long time. So I thought to myself, well, if he's willing to do that to him, what would he do to me, right? Screw me over, talk behind my back, ditch me, right? You need to pick up on these things. I used to not pick up on these things. I remember I had friends, not really friends, when I was in high school, and they would never invite me to anything. we were friends in like elementary and middle school, then we slowly distanced each other, and then occasionally there would be instances where I'd be like, hey, you guys want to hang out? And they would be nice and include me. But they didn't really want me there. They never asked me to hang out. I would just kind of push to include myself because I didn't want to feel left out. And they were nice, so they weren't like, no, like you can't hang out with us. But looking back on it, I'm like, man, they never asked me to hang out. And I just kept hanging out with them. And every time I kind of brought it up, they were like, yeah, we'll see. If we have time, whatever. There's a few instances where it just ended up happening. We were in a situation where they said no, it'd just be outright mean. So, been in those situations. Just look at how people react when you want to hang out. You're all excited to hang out. If they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe this weekend. Just stop. Find people who actually want to hang out with you, okay? Because they won't have your back if it really came down to it. I remember I got in a situation where I was in trouble, and you want to have your boys behind your back. If you're a guy, you want to have a group of guys who will stick up for you and be there for you in case anything goes down, right? In case you get in a fight with someone, whatever it may be, whatever the situation is, you want to have people who will have your back. I got into that situation. It happened that one time. All it needs to happen is one time. You get into a situation where you're in trouble, and none of them backed me up. They were all present. They were all present at the scene. I learned a big lesson from it, that they weren't friends at all because they didn't do anything. Right? I don't expect anyone to fight for me, but at least break it up, right? At least break it up. I saw their character that day, and I realized that for years I'd been hanging around these kids. They never really wanted me around. I thought they were my friends, and turned out they weren't. And the moment that I needed someone to have my back, I had no one. I was alone. It was a night where I got humiliated. Luckily, I didn't get too hurt, but life is hard, man. You got to find the people who will be there for you no matter what. And I learned that lesson the hard way. I don't want you to learn that same lesson the way I did. Just find people who want you to be there. And I promise you that's going to change your life. It's really going to make you happier. It's going to make you feel strong, feel good about the people you're around. And I really hope you took away some lessons from this video. Your ability to read people, your ability to remember how people act, right? And what they do to others, right? Because if they act a certain way to others, they're likely to act that way to you as well. An honest person is usually honest with everyone. A dishonest person will be dishonest with everyone. Watch out for that. And also, don't try and include yourself in certain social circles or situations where they don't actually want you there. All right? That's just a fact. People don't want you in the social circle sometimes. And you got to be willing to be cool with that and just walk away and find new friends. I want to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you got some value out of it today. If you want to learn more about me, you can click the links in my description. I will see you in the next video. Again, super grateful for you being here. See you later. Bye.